Hey, I'm Kev Hillman. Welcome back to MXGP Pro, where Kev Hillman is on a roll. Can he continue it round the Loket circuit in the Czech Republic? So here goes Kev Hillman then for his sole qualifying effort around this incredibly tricky Czech Republic circuit. As you can see, he's got undulations, he's got jumps, he's got uphills. It's got all the crew members on the right hand side. And it's going to have some feverish racing as well. Pretty difficult circuit. This is a bit wider than I remember. But for Hillman, he's on such a good run recently. Even though this Loket circuit is hard packed surface, so it could be a bit trickier to ride how he likes than the clay surface he had last time, and then the softer surface he had in Italy. Let's look at that jump. That's magnificent going downhill. Very tricky though, is he's got to beat a 134 be at the top. It's going to be close actually, it looks like at the moment. But then we've got a bit of a whoop section here near the end of the lap. And as you saw, we've got big jump as well to come. Final test on this lap, which Hillman almost messes up. Oh, he's just going to be slower. 36. Seat was at the top with a 34 flat ahead of Jonass, Patriel, Covington, Leiber rounds out the top there, and Hunter Lawrence, Brian Bogues, Thomas K. Olsen, Jorge Prado Garcia, and Samuel Bernardini, with Hillman down in 15th, almost 3 seconds back. And there's a South African racing for once as well in 22nd. So for Hillman, got some work to do in the race to up his pace then, as he gets some credits and fame increased. So let's see how he does in the first moto. As it's not looking great overhead, as Hillman on the outside alongside the South Africans get underway. The gates are dropped. The Czech Republic, and look at that acceleration for Hillman after a poor initial getaway. As well, everyone just swamps the inside the pack as Prado forced to the back. Hillman forced down to 21st. Got Patriel down the inside of Hillman though, as they go full right up the hill. So we have a Husqvarna behind Hillman as well. Very interesting to see that, as he's just outside the top 10. Trying to make the move down the inside, but saw a number of riders. Look at this behind. Absolute madness. So here goes Hillman down the inside of, I think it's Hunter Lawrence. Was that C where we got a bit attached to the Kawasaki? As he tries to make the move around the outside. Not quite. Down the inside. Into the Italian, one of his favourite riders in the field. Or not. As where was he going? What the hell? He made all this progress into the top 10. Then decides he just wants to spend it with the crowd. Can't do that, Hillman, for another half hour plus 2 laps. As he's battling with Patriel over 80th as whoa, the Frenchman. Bit too aggressive there. There's Hillman down the inside though, for 15th. Makes it stick. And he breaks very deep into the next hairpin, so he gets a good launch off the corner. That's all, he gets hit on the inside. And again, that's twice on this lap. This is why he doesn't like being down on it. Well, he's a bit more oblivious, it looks like, to someone actually being alongside them. It is Patriel and Hillman now battling over. Was that 14th, or was that with Caleb Ward? I think it was with the Frenchman. Hillman just about survives going over the jump. End of the first proper lap of the race. And he's down in 15th, but up to 13th quickly, as you like. And a bit all over the place going into the hairpin, but I do love this section uphill. And then you can use the outside, kind of use that bank on the outside to make the move. There's everyone goes a bit wide. Into the next right-hander. This is where Hillman went missing on that opening lap. Not on this occasion. Actually makes a nice move up into 11th. To go downhill. Now into the flip-flop. That's where you going, Hillman. That was stupid. Back down the inside. Remember, he's losing time, all this time, to Jonass battling down here as well. Got to remember that. And I'm not sure he has the pace to win. As I said, this hard serve is not working with him. Also, as you saw in qualifying, he's got a couple of seconds to make up in the race pace-wise. But still could get a top 10, because as you can see, he's right on the edge of it now. As they go uphill. And downhill. Nicely done. Even though it's a hard-packed surface, it looks like it's soft landings everywhere. Even with the massive jumps round it, such as it. We'll see how that progresses as the race goes on. At the moment, it's not too bad. Anyone got a good run down the inside. Oh, he hit the bank on the inside. That was a bit stupid and lazy from Hillman, and he's done it again to the rider. He's just beaten up on riders everywhere. As he tries to go down the inside through the left. He's made it work finally. So into the top 10. Let's see if we can get towards the top 5 now. You can see them all in front. Oh no, he's down! Landed the wrong way. So that's mistake 2. Now he is Patro, he's batting with over 11th now. Those two are inseparable this race. Frenchman's got the move done, has he? And tries to take it back on the exit. This is acceleration stuff. This is fantastic battling through the field. And the Frenchman doing a bit of a brake check there, was he? Someone goes down the inside, hooks up the inside corner. And takes back 11th, does he? Now here comes Patriel back by. Hillman having none of it. As 33.2 is the best lap so far. That was a 36 with the fault. And Patriel having none of it, but look at that with the block pass. Oh. Venture with the elbows out already. Hillman says, I'm not having that, son. Oh, Patriel pushes him wide. The side by side. Into the right. Hillman takes back 11th. Oh, and then gets forced wide by Patriel. No respect between this pair. I thought they liked each other. All those social media posts are lie. Like someone would lie on the internet. Like people do that. Simon all over the back of 10th. And well, here comes Patriel from nowhere for 10th. Then Hillman takes it back. As he does a magnificent jump down the inside. So he takes 10th now. Can he work his way towards the top 5? No more mistakes, Hillman. This race, you've already lost so much time compared to the front runners. Oh, he knows how to hook up that left-hander though. Beautiful again, sliding the bike into it. So as I was saying earlier, despite this being the hard surface apparently, you've got a very soft top. You can actually manoeuvre the bike pretty well. And I say the landings are all nice and comfy too. When sets, was that a 32 from Hillman? Maybe he's already found the pace round there. It's all right in front, a bit slow, the Suzuki. So Hillman's of course going to launch it from 10,000 metres back to take over 9th. But it works. And almost goes wide there. I said you could use the bank in there as he gets pushed wide by the Suzuki. No respect. But you've got to be careful it doesn't suck you off the track as well, that banking. Hillman says, I'm still here. May have pushed me off once, but I'm going to push you off again. I'm going to take back that position. Or not. It goes down the inside. And we're trying to take that line away, but they're cutting back. What a breathless third of the race this has been. And looks like Hillman's finally made up to 9th. And there's a top 5 right in front of us. Look at all 4 of them bunched up together. Battling over 5th. And 4th is just up the road as well. And look at the Italian. As Hillman's now in the Suzuki sandwich of Hunter Lawrence and Jeremy Seward. And Seward saying, I want back my 8th place. Hillman saying it's now mine. As you go across the line. It's behind the Italian, looking down the inside, trying to make it 3 wide, Seward. Being so aggressive this race, the Swiss rider. So aggressive that Hillman got scared breaking into that hairpin. Look at Seward taking back not just 8th, but 7th now. So went over, little jump. You can see lots of banking here to use. There's, well, hello, Hunter Lawrence. Sure, Hillman's got back 7th. No, he's into 8th though. There we go, that's how you get back 7th. And look at Boges and Olsen battling for 5th. Well, they were battling for 5th. Oh no, they are battling for 5th. As we come to the end of the first third of the race. Yes, we've still got 20 minutes and does do that's left off of this. We'll see if the race can keep it up though. As Hillman looks like he's finally made his way through the traffic towards the front runners. No sign of any KTMs so far though. That is rather worrying. As he always goes wide in that right-hander, he's got to turn in a bit earlier. So of hoping the front will grip because it won't. Through that corner. Goes across the line. Sets a 33 as Jonass down from 2nd. All of that being with a mistake. I was hoping we could see him just up the road there, but that was actually 3rd. He was a bit slow as well. But for Hillman, hope this race. As Jonass has been doing that a lot in recent races, making mistakes. That's why Hillman's been gaining. Is up to 2nd now in the championship as well, thanks to mistakes of not just Jonass, but Covington, Olsen, Prado. Mistakes everywhere. Hillman hopes he's done the last of this race though, so he can gain back up as... Actually, is that Jonass in front? Surely not. That has to be Prado. As you can see the top 4 right in front of him though. Going downhill. Very encouraging to see. That he did not get away in that first third of the race. Like it perhaps should have. Like they're not 10 seconds up the road, it's just around 5 in it. It's like, and that actually looks like it is Jonass in front. We've got Ben Watson coming up. Yep, good to see he's in 14th. As Hillman almost hit the inside sign. Oh, that's upset his run into the next corner. As he definitely did a 32 down on that occasion. So he's matching front running pace. So he's found those few seconds already. And this is a wonderful flowing circuit here in Loket. Much rider remember as well. Lots of passing places, as you've no doubt seen already. And still works in Hillman's favour as well, with it not being as hard on the top surface as expected in the description. Oh no, it is Prado, so Hillman ahead of Prado now into 4th. Oh, the squeeze from the Spaniard. The squeeze again from the Spaniard. Hillman just muscles him out. Enough of that as we approach the halfway mark of this race. 3rd and 2nd right in front. Where's the leader then? Who is the leader? Is it Covington? That could be good for the championship. Second and third are getting close together. Just like fourth and fifth. Hillman tries to get away from the left-hander. Not very well though. There we go. A bit softer going into that right-hander. Much better launch up the hill. Much better have the drive than trying to carry the corner speed there. So with another 32 it looks like. What are you doing, Prado, from a mile back? This isn't the first third, we're in the next third now, where we're a bit more respectable to each other, apparently. Or we'd hope so. Someone goes over the jumps. It's once again Prado just launching it from nowhere. As he go through the left, he just treat those two corners as one corner. And whoa, he's been told by the officials to reset his bike. He's been taking that line all race long as Hillman. His third mistake, maybe the most costly one, as he was catching up. He was making a gap to Prado. Now he's got to battle with the Spaniard for a couple more laps. Way to chuck it away, Hillman. Or way to chuck it away, official. So when looking to the outside of Prado, Spaniard takes away his line. And Hillman takes it back through the left. Through the tight left as well. For the right, just carried a bit too much speed into on that occasion, but still got the drive off the corner. Managed to hold on ahead of Prado. He sets a 34 on that occasion, despite being told to pick up his bike into that right-hander, so he's got to watch out for that as the race progresses. And look at the battle for second in front as we went downhill. At the halfway mark of this race, it's getting interesting. Behind the leader, which hopefully is not Jonass as well. Hillman down. What the hell? Bike just said no. None of that. So his fourth mistake, when he needs to be mistake-free after that beginning to the race. Just being silly in the middle part of this race, Hillman. It's here we go through the right. Being a bit more respectable now. And again, he's going to be battling with Prado for a lap or two. Or not. Hillman says get out of it. But they're battling like a hell for second. Need to cut out the mistakes. What the hell? He's been doing that all race long, and now he's giving him a fall, which makes total sense. It's Hillman again through the left. Just so much quicker than Prado. As he takes back fourth after his fifth mistake of the race. And good riding from Prado there, forcing Hillman offline. Takes back that fourth place. So Hillman again, after catching up, he's just cost himself 5 seconds at least the last couple of laps. Just silly, absolutely. As Connor Muse down from 6th. The Brit having a fantastic race. Just ruined it slightly. There's someone round the outside of Prado. Trying to say no back. Trying to squeeze Hillman. Look at that. Hillman saying none of it though. Squeeze him to the outside. Takes back fourth. Now he needs to catch up to this battle for second while they are battling. As we've got just over a final third of the race remaining. This is a good result again, but they are still close to each other. But it's not podium good, which he needs to be for the rest of the season to catch up to Jonass. Especially if that is Jonass battling for the podium, having points taken off him by whoever's in first. because Hillman in clean air after getting past Prado. That shows you his speed that he has now around it. He goes across the line. This could be a new fastest lap. It is 32.4. Okay, it's way too much speed into the hairpin. Right into the left though. Oh, he could have carried it a bit more to the outside on the exit. As he's racing towards this podium is Hillman. Getting a bit too slow in that right hand. Almost down again. Does he go through the double left? Look at that, he's gaining all the time. Oh, he's been told not to pick his bike up on this occasion. Obviously that steward is now asleep, I'm guessing. And look at second and third, side by side. This is what Hillman wants to see. As he's gaining like a hell on them. No, he's down again though. What is with that landing now? That's a sixth mistake. Or that wasn't a mistake, because he did that the previous lap and landed fine. Does it on this lap? No, you're going down, mate. Make up your mind, Surface. Simonor getting carried too much speed into the right. Seems to be doing that way too much. He's better into that right hand. It's still a 33 despite the mistake. Allegedly. So we have just over a third of the race remaining. The battle for second is heating up as Prado is down behind from fifth. So there's the breathing room for Hillman to just gun it like a hell in this final third of the race. Oh yeah, this Loket circuit is fantastic to ride around. It's just a shame. Couple of spots like this right-hander coming up. Maybe because it's just super massive ride as well. It's like something we see in the Netherlands or Belgium. Remember this circuit being tight and twisty? Obviously not. Now Hillman, you've got to be careful of this jump. Yeah, exactly. Just endo down it. Seems to work though. He's still just a couple of seconds back. Battle for second. No, what? Get going, Hillman. Get going. Why is he down there as well? I understand, just turned in normally. Bike said no, giving up. Giving up on life. So once again, just as he's catching up to that battle for second, just a couple of shit sticks have hit him right in the face. Now he's got to clean that off and chase them back down. As without all these mistakes, he would be right up there. Despite the first third of the race being a battle royale. Let's look at that slide into the left-hander. Yeah, this is a hard-packed surface track. He goes... Oh, he's down again! What the hell? The bike's just given up on him. He's taking corners as he used to. Are we actually seeing deformation for once? Because he took those corners how he would normally and the bike said no. So Hillman's quest for a podium could be postponed this race. And the streak is probably over already. Like the winner's probably 10 miles down the road. Go over the jump, just wide, Hillman. I know you've got to be wide around this circuit, but you're going too wide. Now, look at... What the heck is that? How do you get not launched into a sign? Because why not this race? As we've got just over 7.5 minutes remaining. Be interesting to see if the weather's similar to this, so a bit colder. See if that affects anything as he does a 37. Oh no, it's a 36, but it might as well be a 37. As Prado down from 5th again. So at least with Hillman making mistakes, Prado is as well behind, but for Hillman, he's a very costly mistakes championship. He's up to 2nd. He needs to take points off Jonass every round. He cannot afford to lose any points at all. And it looks like he's going to be doing it in this first race. Because he's just been stupid again in a first race. Fantastic in the first half, but unusually it's the second half of the first race where he's been worse. Just mistake after mistake racking up. So you can't even see 2nd or 3rd now in front. That is how many mistakes he's made in the second half of this race. As he's down again. What is going on? It's like he's not controlling the bike into that corner. It's just auto runs him into that bank. I hope that does not happen in the second race. As he might as well just give up now on the podium, just settle for 4th. As this surface is very tricky. That's 9 mistakes now. If he's in double figures. Almost. And in here you can probably hear the manager of the throttle now in the corners. Oh, there we go. That's how you do that jump. Oh, so that's how you take the left-hander, just sliding the rear around it. That was magnificent. So we've got to think of the championship. Hillman's using points to the Jonass. He's around 40 points back, isn't he? Despite everything. At least over a race win behind. So it'll be interesting to see how many points he has lost to Jonass. I was thinking it's only the KTM or Prado behind. Not the other KTM, so we're interested to see where Covington is. I haven't seen him yet. And who's the mystery rider that's been battling with them? Because I would have said Olsen, but we got past Olsen, did Hillman. Oh, that's a slide into the left-hander. It's got just around 5 laps remaining, I think. And this track has got very tricky as it's gone on. As what the hell? Come on. That was abysmal as well. Should not be making mistakes like that, Hillman, when you're just settling for 4th. Don't need to be doing that, being aggressive like that. Or just lose concentration like that, more likely. As he goes downhill. Seems to help since dabbing the brakes through that jump. Just helps soften the landing a bit for the bike. Not being so high speed. We got uphill. Hope it is sunny for the second race. It's a bit miserable, unfortunately, Loket. Even though it's a fantastic track. Had some fantastic racing. It is Olsen leading. So it was the Brit who overtook then. So it's Olsen and Covington battling with Jonass in front for the podium places. Hillman in 4th. Prada around out of top 5, apparently. Or it's the Brit of Muse on the Husqvarna. The Husqvarna's riding well around there then. Doing very well. Very interesting to see that then. It seems like Asvarno have finally got their act together again. The challenge for victories. And coming to an Olsen has now got Bernardini in 14th. His TM. Bit disappointed by him. I thought we'd see more top 10s from him in the season on that TM, but doesn't look like it. Let's go over the jump. Hillman is catching back up to that battle for second. With his clean run, but it's not quite enough. That was a very wide line. Go into the left, and especially the thing he's got to improve for the second race is just the start. If he had a much better start, he'd be battling and right up then. He might not have had so many mistakes, which wouldn't be in double figures maybe, so we'll see in the second race, as he almost sets off fast as that there, back into the 32s, almost back into the crowd as well. Again, that was an issue on the opening, wasn't it? Oh, he just wanted to meet his fans after half a lap of the race. Not the best idea. And then now he's pulling off tricks. Off the sign, on back onto the track. Obviously getting a bit bored in fourth, I think. Having no one in front near him, no one behind near him. Just keep himself amused. That seems to be working, though. I think this is the cleanest stretch he's had this race. There's only been 3 laps or 2 laps since the last incident. That's how poor he's been. Let's go for the right. Bit of a bump there on the inside. So yeah, he's definitely got the paces, Hillman, then round it. But just to see in the second race, he does challenge for a victory like he normally does. As Olsen 2 laps to go. He's actually not too far in front, less than 10 seconds in front, apparently. The timing is right. Interesting how close it is then between this top 4. I thought it was a massive gap from Olsen to everyone behind. Apparently not. And it's much closer than we thought. Just highlights that all these mistakes in the final third, we didn't make them, Hillman. Could have been challenging for the victory still. Despite everything you did in that middle third. Obviously just wanted to battle with Prado, I guess. And had enough of that this season. So on to battle with his Spanish colleague. At opposite ends of their career as well. Hillman coming back here, a veteran, a champion. Prado very much the future, the Spaniard. He's the teenager. Someone goes into that right hander, very difficult. And uphill, over the jumps. Really has hooked up this left hander, been impressed by that. Well, that'd be a very tricky corner, like this right hander. So it's now onto the final lap. And yeah, around 10 seconds up the road. What are you doing, Hillman? Keep on the surface. And yeah, almost exactly 10 seconds up the road, Olsen. So yeah, it is very close between the top 4 then. I wonder if he's coming under threat then from his teammate and from Jonass then. The Hassanas can minimise the damage of Jonass and get him in third. Or if Jonass has managed to pick one of them off. or if he's in a position to pick up the victory. So they're going nicely out the jump. Definitely got to use the banking a bit more as well. I know he might be the downfall on occasion as well, the banking, but it's definitely useful when you hook it up right, especially early in the race. Or it gets a bit rutted. And you got to be careful of the track limits as well. Make sure you don't clip the grass, because that just caused that rear wheel to be spinning. As Olsen is the winner. Fantastic job from the Norwegian. So then crosses the line with a new fastest lap as well on that final lap. So in the end, Olsen wins by just under 6 seconds ahead of his teammate Covington, with Jonass in third. So has found a 1-2. Then Hillman in for 13 seconds back in the end, ahead of Prado, with great result from the Brit in 6th. On the Husqvarnas and 3 Husqvarnas in the top 6. Then it is the Italian Patriel Leiber and Siwa bringing the battle of the Suzuki's ahead of Hunter Lawrence. Scoring further down, the South African in last. And also been lapped, it looks like, because everyone else did 21 laps and they did 20. So not the result Hillman needed, as he loses 2 points to Jonass, but good result for the Husqvarnas. They gain points on the Latvian. What will happen in the second race? Will it be a Jonass victory, a Hillman victory, or the Husqvarnas continue to dominate? Could Olsen grab the double? So for watching, we'll find out next time.